Stuart, 2-0 win today. What was your take on that game?
I'm delighted with the performance, delighted with the result, the clean sheet, all the things that are evident. There were a number of factors in the game today that we knew could be troublesome for us. I think when you play against Kilmarnock off the back of a really good away victory for them, we kind of knew the test that it would bring. Some of that can come from sort of restarts in the game, which I felt we stood up to that test, and we got spells where I thought we were quite fluid. I thought we were good in possession. That the game can become a little bit bitty, can't it? In terms of stop-start nature of it. I think even the delay in the game maybe had a wee impact on that. But I was delighted with our start again. I think it's been a wee feature for us in scoring so early, getting out the traps. And if I'm being honest, I think the game could have been a little bit more comfortable. We did miss a number of chances. The goalkeepers made some really good stops. Paul McGinn's missed one from about 2 yards, which I've just reminded him about in there as well. So, no, listen, I think based on chances created, gilt-edged chances created, we deserve to win the game. I said to the players before it that was going to be our biggest test and our biggest game of the season. I felt it was, but as always you keep speaking about, from my point of view, the technicalities of the game, how you set up, how you play. I thought the character and the personality we stood up with again today gives us a chance to go and try and meet our goals for what we want to do moving forward in this season.
You said in the week there that for the next 5 games there was still a lot of demand on the players and you still wanted to see that. Do you think you got that today?
Yeah, I really do, because I think there was a kind of narrative created before the game that Kilmarnock are desperate for points because of the position they find themselves in. I've really tried to create a culture here, if you like, and create a mindset here that we don't think about anybody else. We don't think about anybody else's cause or what means more and all the rest of it. I think what we have to do is come and try and put on the best performance we can for the supporters that came here. I see them at the end of the game again. They enjoy watching their football club doing well, and rightfully so. But for us to come here and start to wonder whether our cause or our need is greater than anybody else's, I don't accept that, and I will never accept that as a person. I don't expect it for any group of players I've worked with, but you know what, I've not had to fight too hard on that one. I have to say that the players are really focused on where we need to be, and it's not just for the next 4 games, it's for where we want to move as a football club. But I think again today was a real kind of showcase of what we're trying to become, and making this place a tough venue for teams to come and play. Go back to it again, the record's not been good enough at home, but today's another step in the right direction for that.
You said we could have probably had another couple of goals. What was the feeling and reaction when Kevin slots in that one that basically sealed the 3 points today?
Of course it's relief. You can start to see that Derek makes a few changes, brings on a number of attacking players, start to get after us in wide areas and try and get crosses into the box. So obviously you look at the guys and the personnel that they've got, they're always in with a chance in a game of football when it's 1-0, anybody is. But for us, I think you can see the emotion from us on the bench and the joy of the players and what it means to the supporters. It was a massive moment in the game, and it was a moment of absolute brilliance. Liam Kelly kicks one forward, something we'd sort of worked on in terms of the areas we could exploit. So, but I tell you, the one thing you don't work on is that touch and the composure to finish it. So, again, testament to Kev for following out the instructions, but it came in a massive stage of the game for us.
4 games to go. Is it just about racking up the points now?
Yeah, we're having a laugh in the dressing room there, and I think one or two boys maybe looking for that extra day off and give them an extra day off on Monday. It's not going to happen, and again, I'm not trying to be a dictator. It's we are so focused as a group of what we want to try and achieve between now and the end of the season, and we've got 4 more opportunities to pick up points. So at no point will it ever come off that. At no point will I cheat anybody by thinking that we can take extra days off and that we can sort of take our foot off the pedal. That was a big 3 points for us today, but I'm really thinking about where we can go in the next 4 games and how that teases up moving into the summer and beyond. So the players are having a little bit of a laugh about it in there, and you understand that from a player's point of view, but we as a staff and as a group, we want to try and motor forward and finish the season as best we possibly can.
Thanks for your time, Stuart, and well done.
Thank you.